What's going on, guys? Today we're going to take apart the GT73 batteries, hub motor, controller, get it ready for new throttle, new display, and FARDRIVER 72450. So let's get started. Alright, just before we get started, my batteries are on, keys on. Just to show what we're working with before. A nice 37 top speed. Yeah, so let's dive in. Let's see what we end up with after. Hub motor, FARDRIVER, 72 volt battery on the way. Alright guys, first thing you need to do is we got to get these batteries out to get the seat out. If you've never taken your batteries off, I'm sure you probably have some zip ties here, because that's how it comes from, you know, the factory. So if they're there, go ahead and cut those. Make sure you have your keys so that you can unlock the two battery locking mechanisms, we'll call them, so you can slide those batteries out. Let's get the keys, unlock them, and we'll get to sliding. Alright guys, like we said, we're going to go ahead, let's slide this bottom one out first. There it is. Might need a little convincing there the first time. Here we go. Let's tilt the bike back. Alright. One battery out. Set that over there. There we go. It just slides right out of there. Now I've already been in here, so you'll see some miscellaneous zip ties. Of variety, pink, etc. So just ignore those. Yours will all be black, I'm sure. Once you have the battery out, depending on what you're doing, I'm getting ready for a new display, ECONIC cycles. This is FARDRIVER, ECONIC cycles pre-wired, key, voltmeter, throttle, 3 power, switch, all that good stuff. I've already mocked it up on the bike, so it'll go on a little smoother this run around with you guys, but we will have to take throttle, voltmeter. Fortunately, you got to loosen this brake and do a little finagling. The factory display, mode, light, turn signal, horn, jimmy all in one, and the grip. Unfortunately, with taking this controller off, you lose the light, the horn, and the tail light. So we'll be removing all of that right now. Now if you're working on any e-bike or bike that I've actually learned, you're going to want to get yourself a set of these. I got mine from our freight, like $6. It has every size you'll need to get everything off of the bike, all the way down to like front axle, stuff like that. This is a 22 when we go to pull that, for future me and for future you guys. I remember diving into that and I wasn't sure what size it is. Let's get this stuff off. Alright, so I went ahead and disconnected all the little easy things. We're going to go ahead and get this light that holds in the front plate here, 5 mil. We'll get it off and we'll catch back up. Alright guys, I got all these little screw-on connectors. I don't know what they're even called. I don't think they're proprietary. I've seen them on a couple other bikes. But anyways, we're down here. We need to get the, let me turn this light off. I don't know, have it on. Need to get this headlight off, and we'll go ahead and get the display and the rest of this off. Got to unhook everything for the display because it goes up through a, this is really what I brought the light for. There you go, you can kind of see it there. When I get it off, I'll show it better. Let's get to getting. Alright, so we got the display off. Nothing crazy. Anyone could do it. Right off of there, 2 3 mils, holding it in. We'll go ahead, we'll find a, we'll find a stock bin part. Look at that, beautiful. They'll all find their graveyard there. Alright, on to the next one. Let's get the rest of this off. I think most of it's 3 or 2 mil or 2.5 or something. Let's see what we're working with. Round over here. Oh, there she goes. Alright guys, bare handlebars. Let's go ahead and get this seat off. I think it's a 5, which this is not. You can kind of see one there. It's above front battery. And then 4 there. That'll get your seat off. Alright guys, just like that, 5 bolts, seats off. Set that guy over there out of the way. We're into the controller, phase wires, and I think there's the encoder, because this is an encoder motor on this. This is the Gen 2, I guess we'll call it, the updated GT73. So it has the higher peak wattage motor. I think it's 2400 peak watts. But anyways, same dealio here. Let's go ahead, let's get everything unhooked, fish this harness out, and get the tail light off, get this bad boy loose. Alright guys, just like that, disconnected all of the headlight shenanigans up here from the front. And then I have, I'm not sure if this is the same as the V1 Gen 1 GT73 or not. Someone, I guess, let me know in the comments. I did shunt mod this. You just pull that back plate off, dig some of the weatherproof, waterproof silicone out of there, and there's 2 phase connectors. Maybe that's not what they're called. Maybe they're called shunts. That's why it's called a shunt mod. Not sure. There's 2 jimmies there. Clamp those together. Throw a fat daddy bead of solder on there, and you'll be cooking with something. Cooking with something good. Wow, just like that. Those come right out of there. That's pretty easy. And like that, we're bare handlebars. Alright everyone, just a quick side note here. Man, that lighting is amazingly bad. The blue plug here is for pedal assist. I recommend probably leaving that in if you ever think about having pedal assist in the future. And just hang out there out of the way. Those guys are there. I don't know why I just did that. Heck yeah. And then I just fished this down. There's like a small, if I can get you guys in here, there's like a small peephole right there. That's where they fish the motor phase wires. Alright, side note on the last side note. You gotta take this brake off to get the rear wheel off. Wanted to mention that. 2 5 mils, nothing crazy. This here is a 22 and another 5, mirrored on the other side. Let's get this rear wheel off. Almost forgot that. Once you get the 22 off and you get the 5 mil, you can slide this keeper off, move it out of the way. Got one of those on the other side. Not that it really impacts this coming off, no big deal. We're gonna go ahead and actually slide this forward, pop this chain over this part of the frame. The wheel with its cables will come right off. We'll look at that in just a second. Alright, and just like that, we have the wheel off. Chain loosely laid here on the frame. And this is ready to receive any power mods you're ready to throw at it. If you're not using the dual 48s, you'll obviously take those out, pull the dual connector, and either use the 2 or go to 1 single battery if that's what you're doing. I'm using dual 48s for now with the QS205 3.5T. I don't know what they did differently here, but I measured the dropout on this, and I guess in the Gen 1s it was 150. I measured this one, it was 170, so just something to keep in mind if you're going to order that that hub motor setup. And I will see you guys when we have a hub motor and FARDRIVER controller to connect. We'll get to modding. Until next time.